Welcome to Wellness Wednesdays with Robin, where we are empowering you with knowledge and amplifying your voice so that you can take the lead in your wellness journey. Today, we're going to be talking about one of my favorite topics. It's what my practice is centered around, and that is digestion. We're going to look at where it all begins. Digestion is, in fact, where it all begins with our health and our wellness. When our digestion is off, then everything else is off. Our digestion, obviously, is designed to support and feed the rest of our body and to help keep everything in its proper balance. And when our digestion is dysfunctional, then it opens the door for dysfunction in the rest of our body. So we're going to talk about where it all begins. So where does the digestion begin? Well, it begins long before the food ever even hits your tongue. It begins with your sense of smell and your sense of sight. Once we smell or see that delicious barbecue or pizza or Chinese food, whatever it is that we enjoy, a trigger happens. Something begins to happen in our mouths. What happens? We begin to salivate. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint two pictures for you to give you an idea of how this actually works. Just imagine we're at a barbecue, right? So we're at a barbecue. We've got some ribs. We've got like the best griller, extraordinaire on the grill, right? Grilling up some ribs, fall off the bone ribs at that. And we've got a guy named Sam at this barbecue. And Sam loves ribs and he's excited. And when you're at a barbecue and the ribs and the food is on the grill, it just smells so good. Your mouth is salivating. So Sam's mouth is salivating and he's excited. So he runs up and he gets the first set of ribs off the grill. They fall off the bone. He can't wait. He's standing there, he's talking to his friends. He puts the first bite in his mouth, right? He's chewing, he's loving it. Before he can do anything, he's just thinking about how to get that second bite. So he swallows that first bite real fast and then go ahead and takes the second bite. And then before you know it, he's done and he's looking around for something to wash it all down with. Well, he enjoyed it in that moment, but before long, Sam's going to have a stomach ache. He's going to feel bloated. He's going to feel overfull. He's going to be looking for the antacids, right? We all know that. We either know Sam or we've been Sam, right? But Sam has a wife, and his wife, Barbara, is standing next to him. She gets a plate. She takes her plate and she goes and sits down. She looks at her food. She takes it all in, right? She's even thankful. She may pray. She may not pray. She might just be thankful for the cook. She might be, she just takes a moment, right? Then she takes her fork and she puts her first bite in her mouth, and man, she savors it. She's enjoying it. It's just moving around, right? The food's just moving around. She's loving these ribs, right? Now, she chews it until it is the consistency of a smoothie, and then she swallows. And then she picks up her fork and she takes another bite. And she does the same thing all over again. Now, what Barbara knows is that washing the food down with something to drink in that moment can disrupt the digestive juices that are breaking down the food that's coming. So Barbara drank some water with a little bit of lemon and some sea salt in it about 15 to 30 minutes before she ate. Barbara gets to enjoy her meal without antacids, right? So I know that sounds very simple, but the tips that I just gave you will transform your digestive process and really, really support healthy digestion, which will support your overall health. Now, let me recap what those tips are. When it's time to eat, before jumping in and just grabbing the food and getting started, standing wherever you are, or walking or riding or whatever you're doing, take a moment, sit down as much as you can. sit down, rest. Take a moment, breathe in. If you pray, not just a quick, Lord bless this food. Actually be thankful for the food. Examine it. Take a minute. What you're trying to do is you're trying to get your body in the rest and digest mode so that you can, so your body can begin releasing the digestive enzymes and digestive juices that will break down the food that you're going to eat. When they're not present and we swallow, then that food doesn't get to be broken down. All right, so we're in our rest and digest mode. So then you're going to go ahead and take a bite, and you're going to put your spoon or fork down, or the burger. You're going to put it down, right? You're not going to take another bite until you have chewed the food in your mouth to the consistency of a smoothie, and then you're going to swallow. And then you'll pick up the fork again and take some more. Now, what's important about this is if you swallow that food too quickly, it's going to get into your stomach before it's had a chance, your stomach's had a chance to prepare for it. That will take longer for it to break down. And so that food is going to sit in your stomach longer. And if food sits somewhere long enough, it's going to begin to ferment. And things that ferment are gassy, they bubble, right? This is where your burping comes from. This is where, in some cases, even acid reflux comes from, right? And this is also why you're not going to drink with your meal as much as possible. Or you're going to drink as little as possible. The ideal thing is to drink 15 minutes, 30 minutes before your meal to get your stomach. And what you want to do is put a little lemon and a little sea salt in your water to give your body the time to begin preparing for the food that's to come. So try those tips and let me know if you experience anything different, how it feels. If you have any questions or comments, please drop them below in the comments section. Until next week, be well.